All right, welcome to the episode of the Hobby Craftsman Podcast. I am Chris. With me is Ed.
I'm here.
And we are on location?
On location in the building. We're on site.
At Fate Brewing in Scottsdale.
Yes.
With us is Dave Walker.
Not hello. Dave Walker.
Hello. Different Dave Walker.
Yeah, different Dave Walker in the beer industry.
But we're here. I mean, we're here drinking some beers. Ed, what'd you get?
I forgot.
Oh, no.
What'd you get?
I got the hazy. Was it the Hazy Days?
No.
Damn it. I got it wrong, too.
That's a different brewery altogether.
That's a different brewery altogether?
Yes. You got the...
I saw Haze and I was like, that's the one I want.
You got the false promises.
False promises. Thanks, Dave.
And that's
why you're here.
That's the white ale there.
Yes.
That's why we got Dave here. Just tell us what beers we're drinking.
To tell us what we're drinking.
So no, Dave, what actually do you do for Fate?
I'm the general manager of this the Scottsdale location here.
Okay.
And then we'll move to our new location in Phoenix when that opens up next year.
Okay. Oh, so you started here, then you're gonna go to the Phoenix one?
Yes, sir.
So what does the general manager do? Like, do you oversee the brewing and the front of the house, or you do what do you do?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a job description.
It just
I like
says,
to tell, when people ask me what I do, I say whatever it takes.
Yeah, that sounds right. And how that works. My description says as other duties as needed. And
correct.
That is 100% of my job title, really.
And then there's an asterisk next to every line.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the last portion of it.
So there's two locations. A third one's coming.
Yep. 7th Street and Camelback.
Is there, what's around there that people would know as far as beer goes?
Ooh, $1 million question. Uptown's an up-and-coming area, so there's some really cool stuff there. You know, the Postino Joyride. There's a culinary right in the area.
Yeah.
So
Central
cool
Pizza.
Stuff.
I think Huss is right there, too. Huss is in that area. So, yeah, I like that area. I've been there a few times.
We're excited about it.
It's a cool area. It is a really cool place. So
it is.
Makes sense. Is it going to be bigger, larger in this location?
It's going to be roughly the same square footage, but there won't be a brewery there, so it'll be more seating.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So this is still going to be the production facility? You're
Yes,
brew everything
absolutely.
here and then take it out here?
That's correct.
Do you know how much? I mean, I know you say don't do the back of the house stuff,
right?
So, but do you know how much you guys brew here and how many things you put out?
No, off the top of my head, no, I don't.
It's not a big deal.
I
think I put you on the spot again. Like I said, you let them do the back of the house stuff.
1 million barrels.
Yeah, that sounds. Listen, we talked about how good I am at math earlier.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Is it going to be the same menu concept or is it going to be different?
Yeah, same menu in terms of front of the house and food, and we'll probably continue to make some tweaks and some changes. Have a new member joining the team that will help kind of tweak that menu and try to improve it here and there. But for the most part, the foundation will be the same. Yeah.
And is this place prepared for you to leave?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you having a party, going-away party?
No, I doubt it.
No, man.
No.
It's a surprise party. You just don't know yet.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if there'll be too many people celebrating that.
So currently, we actually saw the beer menu here. So is this, like the beer menu you have here, is if you guys brew all in-house, how many do you normally have on tap? Like, what do you guys normally have?
So we try to keep 18 or 19 on tap. That is brewed right here in this building. The cider's the only one on our menu that we don't brew. Just taxes and licensing and so on and so forth. But 18, 19, and there's always a handful in the mix waiting for something to kick so that we could bring out a new edition.
Kind of rotate through them and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, that's very cool. The and something on here, and that's something that we used to we lined up when it first got released was the candy bar milk stout. Have you been here for? So you said you left. You said and you came back.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was here when this store opened, and was part of the opening team, and was here for a couple of years, and then I left and went back to Nebraska, helped my mom with her mom, and so on and so forth. But and so I've been back since about the first of this year.
Okay.
But yeah, the candy bar is a staple here,
right.
And we launch it the Monday before Halloween every year. This year Halloween's on a Monday, so it'll be the week before that.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
exciting.
So people that don't know what that is, can you explain what the candy bar milk stout is?
Yeah, it's we tried to do something different, right? Every brewery does something pumpkin that time of year, and so we wanted our season all that time of year to be candy, and Halloween just lined up with it. So it's got cocoa nib and peanut, and it's really, really good. It's like liquid Milky Way to get you hammered. We barrel age a couple barrels of it, and it makes it like a 13. So we call it the king size candy bar.
It's king size one, right?
Yeah.
Like that one. I think it came one year that had like 3 or 4 different variations too. There was like
there's the coconut variant.
Yeah,
right?
it's like a Mounds.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah.
We don't want to get sued, so it's not really Mounds or Almond Joy, but you know what I'm saying. If you've had one of those before, what's the generic candy name for Almond Joy?
That was, I would say, my introduction into craft beer, not beer in general. Fate, the candy bar milk stout from Fate. Somebody brought me a growler of it, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
And you hooked ever since?
Yep, I was still drinking Coors Light at that point.
Oh man. Well, it leads really good into the rapid round, Ed.
Yeah, I know.
They've never
It's like
been
a
through.
segue.
Wow, it's like you've done this.
So speaking of intro into beer, what would you say is your gateway into craft beer? What beer got you into craft beer?
It's the most podcasty question ever, by the way,
Yeah.
in case you're wondering.
Yeah, no, I think I would probably have to side with you. You know, as we opened this store, I had been in the corporate side of restaurants, so your domestics, you know, like the Coors Light or that type Stella or that type of beer was my primary experience. And then when we opened this store, it was that and the candy bar and our halfway to Heffen, because I was I loved Hefeweizens at that time, and it was just a lighter, flavorful beer. And so our halfway to Heffen, to put a spin on it and banana and vanilla instead of like your orange and citrus Hefeweizen, those two stand out to me.
What's your guilty pleasure beer? The one you don't want your friends to see you drinking.
I'm sorry, your craft beer friends. That's
Maybe like an Angry Orchard. Oh, those are strictly for home.
Those are
Brown paper bag at home.
yeah. Dude, so there was a beer festival that happened downtown Phoenix. At this point, it had been like 7-8 years ago, and it was like it's at that place where the tilted kilt and everything is. It's on that little square outside, and it was a beer festival, and Angry Orchard was there for some odd reason, and they had like 13 flavors I've never heard of. That was like I've never even seen these in bottles, and they had them there, and they're like, "You guys want to try them?" So I was like, "Sure, might as well." And so they're popping them, and there actually a few wasn't too bad. I was actually pretty impressed with them. I was like, "Oh, this is actually really good."
Well, and we talk about it with everybody we talk to, and you're on this kind of the sales side. Now it's ciders and seltzers. You have to make one, or you have to have one on tap, because somebody in somebody's group is always going to ask for one.
Right.
Has that been kind of a thing that you've seen?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the cider that we carry is for just that reason. I mean, we like to stand behind Triple Jam. They make a really great product, but I mean, it's what cider, seltzer, or sour is always going to be on the list of somebody that's in the group, right? And cider with the gluten and everybody's intolerance that's developing all of a sudden,
right?
You know, we like to have it for them.
Gotta have something there.
I have no tolerance for ciders. Just kidding.
That's not. You're a
That's
liar.
not true. I drink ciders all the time.
I've seen you at cider quite much.
Yeah.
You're a liar, Ed.
And then what beer would you refuse under any circumstance? This might be a tough one, since Angry Orchard's your guilty pleasure.
Oh man.
Probably like an ultra. I would not.
Oh.
I might rather just have a water.
I was gonna say, you look like a fit guy. You're not drinking ultras after workouts.
After my run and the commercials. No.
right.
No. I'd rather have a water.
Listen, I would go camping and I had a bunch of friends, and they would always just drink Ultra, all of them, and I wouldn't be drinking Ultra at all, and they gave me so much crap, and I converted them all. Now they don't drink Ultras ever, and they only drink craft beer now, and I'm just like, see, exactly, didn't taste good in the first place.
Right.
Now you know. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Not you. Wasn't Ed.
It's
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Wasn't
he
Ed.
doesn't invite me camping.
No, I try not to.
What ingredient should never be in a beer? In this crazy day and age where almost every single thing has found its way into a beer.
Maple syrup.
Really? You're not a maple syrup stout guy, huh?
Nah.
What if it comes from the bear? Is this maple flavor, or is it just like the maple syrup flavor?
Maple.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So we have a third co-host. His name's Nate. He's not here at the moment. He's in Maine, I think, still.
Yeah.
What a jerk. He would agree. Like, he is like he's like barrel aged beer. Nope, don't like it. Bourbon. Nope. Maple. Nope. So it's really funny to like.
In Maine, huh? I'm
Yeah.
sure the weather's terrible.
Probably. I hope it is. I hope it was awful. It was raining the whole time, and he didn't drink any good beers. He couldn't get out of his cabin. This is me being salty.
Yeah.
What else is it? What's another one, Ed?
I don't know. I don't have my list. You have one?
No, I don't. That's the worst wraparound ever.
No, we've had way worse than
No,
this.
that's true.
What's the best ever, I guess we could call it, what's the best ever customer suggestion you've received? Like, you guys should do this, or you should not do that, or it doesn't have to be anything egregious. Just something that
two come to mind. I just had a guy last week tell me that he's a contractor, and he wanted to come in and give me a bid to put a rooftop patio on this building, which I thought was interesting. I also I had a lady drill me about our ceviche, and that was missing the most important ingredient, which was clamato. Kamado juice.
Wait,
Really?
That's
Yeah.
in ceviche? I didn't know that.
I didn't think that was in there
I didn't think it was
either.
in there either. That's odd.
The ceviche suggestion caught me off guard, I think.
So some random dude just come off the street was like, I put a rooftop patio on there for you.
Yeah. Hey, you guys have a great view of Papago from here. If we just were to put a rooftop patio upstairs.
I mean, I guess that's one way to do it. I didn't know that's a thing. You just go around and tell people that I can do. I mean, that's a way to solicit business, I guess.
Yeah.
But
He looked like he had hit his thumb 1 or 2 times with a hammer, so I trusted him.
yeah, it makes sense.
I
mean,
said, go ahead, send me the plans.
he's the idea guy. Yeah. He's here for the idea. He's not here for anything else. That's funny. Oh, man.
So is there any plans for a rooftop?
No.
Yeah, not anymore.
No. It would be cool.
What else you got, Ed?
Trying to think. This is the power of a podcast. I can edit all
Yes.
this
Yeah.
awkward part
Perfect.
out.
I'm
trying
so less
trying to think
intimidated
of
now.
what else
yeah.
we usually ask on the rapid round.
Yeah, people get really intimidated. You're like, that's the great part. You just edit all this out. We just delete it.
Rapid round. Like, how long have you been growing your beard?
Oh, man. 9 years.
Okay.
And somebody at work dared me that I couldn't grow. Well, first of all, they were daring each other that could grow a beard, and I was like, I can grow a beard better than both of you guys. And they're like, no, you can't. And then I did,
One upper.
and I one upped them. Yeah, I had to do it.
Perfect.
So I was their boss at the time, so it worked even better.
That's
I was
the
probably
best.
kind of an asshole at that point. But
That's the best. One up an employee.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
better.
oh, but they were talking some mad shit, and I was like, nope, you guys can't grow beards. I'll grow a beard instead.
I've been growing my beard for the same amount of time that you've been growing yours. So
Listen, I got more beard. You got more hair on your head than I do, though. So I guess that kind of balances itself out. So that's what I was saying.
got lucky there.
My son's like, what happened to all your hair, Dad? And I was like, it's just gravity. This is what happens. Gravity pulls your hair down into your face. You didn't realize that? And he's just like, you're stupid. He's 7. So it's
kids are so honest.
yeah, they're great. Sometimes.
Just have one?
Yeah.
So this might be the quickest rapid round we've had. There's one person I can't think of who was faster, but got a couple more.
Okay.
If you weren't working in craft beer, what would you be doing?
Probably coaching of some kind.
Like life coach, like Tony Robbins? Or,
Sure. Or like, I mean, in sports of some kind, and kids. That's where I would want to be.
and then to kind of
fall off.
swing it back to why we're actually here, what is your favorite beer festival?
Ooh, no. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, yes,
Spoiler alert.
that you've been to.
Ooh, super spoiler alert. I haven't been to many. I don't have a favorite.
Which ones have you been to?
I can't remember the last time I was at a beer festival. Sincerely.
So this is an interesting.
Yeah. This is the
segue
part that
of how we're gonna
this
go
is the
into.
part that you edit out.
No, because it's a fascinating thing. Because for a lot of people we talk to, beer festivals aren't a fun thing to do. I wouldn't say fun. It's not everybody's first choice on how to present beer.
Sure.
But it's something like the guild does to raise money. It's something breweries participate in to get
Right.
their name out there
Right, for
and
exposure.
make friends and exposure.
Yeah.
So, Chris, why are we actually here?
Well, we're going to take a break because we're going to come back and talk about this.
But what are we going to talk about?
So Fate is doing was it a sour and sweet beer festival? And it's the first one, right?
This is.
Oh man, okay. So I'm excited about that, but we take a break before we do that.
Chris has to gather his thoughts,
Right.
and take his notes.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk all about the sour and sweet beer festival.
Are you good?
I am great, Ed. I got another beer. We're back from break.
That was quick.
I mean, I guess I didn't even ask what this is. Is this the same beer?
It is.
Did you give me something different?
It is.
It's gonna be like the Hatch chili.
Surprise.
It's a mixture. It's a kamikaze.
Kamikaze.
See, that's
Me
what
too.
I want to ask is there, I mean, not necessarily even this list, but is there a beer on this that people are like always overwhelmingly like surprised about? Like when they try it, they're like, oh, like the Hatch chili one, like you say that out loud to somebody and they're like, I don't know about it. And then they try it and they're like, actually, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good beer.
Well,
Yeah.
it is award winning. So.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But in general, like there's a beer like that you're always like people, you know, and you might not know because you don't serve the beers all the time or anything, right? But
Well, no, I would say that the Hatch is probably the most commonly surprising, right?
Okay.
You know, and a lot of people have had a jalapeno or a pepper beer, and I think that obviously Hatch chili's close to Arizona and New Mexico, and so, but it's also a much more consistent flavored pepper,
Right.
right? Where some jalapeno, sometimes you can eat like a pickle, sometimes it's going to light you up, right? So the hatch chili, I think people really, really like because it's not a spice, it's a flavor. And so I love it. I think it's really good.
That's Ed's tweeting to the show.
No, I don't
Oh,
tweet.
what?
Chris, your favorite beer is Fatality, right?
I mean, are you checking it in right now?
Yeah, I'm checking in your Fatality.
Yes, this is Fatality. I think I haven't tried it yet. Maybe it is. Maybe he did get me the different beer. I mean, it looks color wise.
It's the same.
Yeah, he wants to talk
joking.
about a sour and sweet beer festival. He's going to give you a hatch chili beer. That would be good marketing.
Great marketing. So from what I understand, and the poster I read outside, it says so. This is going to be in Old Town Scottsdale.
Yeah, the Clayton House.
Okay, what is the Clayton House for people that don't know what that is?
Clayton House
Us
is
included.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Clayton House is a wedding venue, private party venue.
Okay.
Space.
So is it like, do you know how big it is? Like, how many people are you expecting to actually come to the? Like, what's the general guess of how many people are going to be coming to the festival?
400 or 500.
Okay.
So it's, but we're excited. It's the indoor, right? So
Get out of the heat.
Get out of the heat.
I mean, I guess it's funny. Like people that listen to this that are not from Arizona, because we have people listen across the country, and we're oddly enough in other countries, which is kind of cool. But
Yes.
in Arizona, it is definitely hot right now. And anytime we see a beer festival, the first thing we want to see is that it's indoors. Like that's one of the things. Like we're not going to a beer festival even at like 5 o'clock at night in August. It's not going to happen. It's
Not
still
a
going to be
chance.
110 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
Not a chance.
That it's indoors and indoor spaces is like awesome. That's check one.
Right. And Clayton House is a beautiful place as well. Very well operated, managed, built.
Okay.
So it's a beautiful facility. So we're excited about it.
Very nice. I mean, and then that's the great about someplace like that is that they're used to having a larger group of people come in, right? I mean, they're going to
Absolutely.
do weddings and stuff. They're used to they have bathroom space. They have, like, places to get in, that kind of thing. Smoking areas for people to go out and smoke and stuff. So,
Yes.
Was that always the first choice?
Absolutely. It was the only choice for us. We love them. We love what they do. So we're excited about it.
it's nice when you have businesses support other businesses that are local and stuff. Which is really
Absolutely.
cool.
Absolutely.
So, real big question is, it's not going to be just you guys, right?
No, there's
we got a whole bunch of people coming to
13
this.
Arizona breweries that are going to be represented there.
Okay. So who do you have a list right there? I think you have.
Yeah, so it's Oso, Grand Canyon, Ranch Hand, 12 West, Huss, Oro, Desert Monks, Goldwater, Cider Corpse, State 48, Simple Machine, and Barrio Brewing.
Hey, I mean, Goldwater shit. I mean, they're right there.
Yeah.
You really
throw a rock. They
Yeah.
can throw a rock in
They
the
could just
Clayton.
throw beers from the patio.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
The
You're like,
rooftop
listen,
patio.
you're right
Yeah.
here. Just roll across the street and bring your beer. You come to it, which is kind of funny.
Just dolly the keg.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah,
What are
no
you
big
doing,
deal.
guys? So the only one I don't know there's was it Ranch Hand? I don't. Do you know Ranch Hand?
I do not.
I don't either. Do you know how Ranch Hand is?
I know.
That is an interesting. We have to Google that, Ed. Google it.
I will.
All right. That's one I didn't know. I was like, I saw Ranch Hand, and for some reason I thought Ranch Water, and I was like, I don't think that's a brewery. I think that's a type of drink that people have.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, that's not right. It's actually
How did this concept come to life? Was it something that's always kind of been
No, I think
planned, or was it just like, hey, let's do this and see if we can pull it off?
Yeah. No, I think that's just it. I mean, sours are becoming more popular, right? And definitely a summertime. And like we mentioned, if it's 110 degrees, the fruity, sour, quenching aspect of a sour, I think it gives brewers an opportunity to play with flavor profiles. Where if you brew a cucumber IPA, it's been done, right? Whereas you can do a pineapple papaya or a blueberry lemonade, and kind of have create your own thing. So that lined up with some planning, and I think it kind of came to the thought idea process like the beginning of April, mid-April.
Okay.
And then the ball started rolling, and here we are.
cool.
We're excited about it. For the first annual. So,
first annual, right? Yeah, I was gonna say this is the first one. We're hoping to have more.
Yes.
And how well this one does.
yeah.
Do you know if there are like guidelines for like what? So it's sweet and sour. Is that like sometimes, like you said, people can kind of like, did you guys leave the box open intentionally for people to kind of experiment, or is it like, hey, these are the profiles we want to kind of like go after, or at least the style of beer, like no kettle sours, but we want traditional wild ales or something.
Right. No rules or stipulations like that. But I think that, to make sure that they bring a sour. Everybody's going to have some sour on tap. But then outside of that, to represent themselves the way they would like to.
Okay.
And we're open to that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So the sour goes for the sour. Is that also the sweet part of it as well? Or are we talking about more of like stout style, or what do we?
Yeah,
what's
no.
the sweet supposed to be kind of pinpointing?
I think it was just a play on words, right?
Okay.
To make sure that people were,
This wasn't a lager festival.
yeah. Sour and lager.
Yeah, sour and lager festival.
Sour and stout, I guess maybe would have worked.
Yeah, it's lager festival. Sour and lager, I don't know if I'd go to that. Sour and stout, I might go to. I like sour stout, so I'm okay. But sour lager might be. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. That's awesome. So it is. What we actually talk about what day it was? No?
Yeah, it's going to be August 13th. So 12 to 5, and the doors are VIP tickets. The doors are open at 12. General admission starts at 1.
Okay, very cool.
And what are the prices we're looking at for general admission and VIP?
General admissions are 45, and the VIP is 65. Both come with 15 4-ounce pours. So the VIP gets in an hour early, and commemorative T-shirt as well for the first annual.
And I'm assuming the standard designated driver ticket as well.
Yes, the designated driver ticket is in there too. That's a $10.
I wonder who came up with that number, because it seems like every beer festival, no matter where you go, it's usually a $10 designated driver ticket. Talk about inflation, but that price has remained the same for years.
Comes with free water. Free water.
Yeah. That's a free water in the desert. It's important.
It's a commodity.
Yeah, I mean it really is.
Pop quiz, Chris. Do you know where Eloy is?
Is that up by Superior?
No, wrong direction.
Then nope.
You know that boring part when you get past Casa Grande, you start heading toward Tucson?
Oh yeah.
That's probably why you've never heard of Ranch Hand Brewing.
Is that where it's at?
Yes, it's in Eloy, Arizona.
Okay, that is why I don't.
I think
know
it's Ranch Hand, a prison, and a skydiving place in Eloy.
Yeah.
That's like the three things.
Okay. That would make sense. That's why I never got through that.
And that's probably somebody's probably been to all those three places in one day.
100%. Yes. How would you not do that? So as far as food goes, outside food,
Food trucks.
Food trucks. Okay.
Yeah. So Fat Cheeks Grill, Dia Libre, and Ice Cafe. Ice Cafe is a German style ice cream food truck. And so we're excited. We're gonna do a specialty beer float with our blueberry lemonade and their birthday cake ice cream. I'm looking forward to it. Save some room for that.
No joke, man. That's crazy. So wait, birthday cake,
Ice cream
blueberry
with the blueberry lemonade float.
That's gonna be pretty. It's a lot. That's the sweet part. That's the sweet part. We figured it out.
Sign me up.
I didn't realize there was an ice cream food truck.
It's a German style, and actually, there's an ice cafe in Germany, and the owners of the food truck are there right now visiting in Germany.
What is
Ice. It's spelled EIS.
Okay.
But it's pronounced ice.
Weird.
German style coffee and ice cream truck.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Excited for that. I've had the Dia Libre. They're really good.
They are.
I like them a lot, so I'm excited about that.
Absolutely.
So get some food from there, and then drink some beers, and then go over and get German cake.
Beer float.
Beer float. Good Lord. With blueberry lemonade. That's a lot. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun day.
Yes, it is. Looking forward to it.
And do you know what beers you guys are going to be pouring there?
So we do have the blueberry lemonade. They're wrapping up a batch that is finished with the same lemonade concentrate, but is apricot elderflower. And so that should be here in the brewery by the middle or end of next week, and we'll definitely be there on tap.
So, and I would say everybody's bringing 1 to 2, or what are we shooting for?
To the best of my knowledge, we're aiming to have close to 40 on tap, 40 different beers. So three per brewery.
Would you be excited if you saw a sour stout there, Chris?
Yes, I would be. That's what we just talked about earlier. I like sour stouts. I feel like a weirdo, but I like sour stouts. I've actually met one other person that likes sour stouts too, so I was happy about that.
Of those breweries,
Just one.
Just one. Not a lot. Listen, I understand that I'm in a minority of people here, but I like a sour stout. I think it's delicious.
of those breweries that were named that are going to be attending, who would you say would potentially be the one to bring the sour stout?
I would say Fate. Fate's going to bring it. He just shakes his head.
trying to put that out there into the,
Hey,
into
Dave,
the universe.
what's your brewing schedule look like right now? You got a sour stout going in there? No? All right. That's fine. Listen, I'm used to people telling me no, that they don't have a sour stout.
Does the one guy that liked the sour stouts, is he listening?
I hope so.
Are you trying to advertise to him?
Yeah, he'll be like, yes, I'm coming there too. They got sour stouts. Listen, 1912 made a really nice sour stout. I can't remember what it was called, but it was delicious. It was great. And then Harbile, which for some reason, like Tucson breweries are making sour stouts. Nobody up here is. But it was good. Yeah, I don't know, man. Look at that. Cider Core, that's who's doing it.
The sour stout? Yeah,
they're doing
that sounds
sour.
like right up on their alley.
No?
No?
All right.
So I know like ride sharing's been kind of sketchy and iffy lately as far as like getting rides and costs and stuff like that. Are you guys setting anything up with like Uber or Lyft, or that leaving that kind of up to people on their own now?
We're leaving that up to people on their own. That designated driver ticket, I think, is our approach to that.
Your approach to
contributing to that, you know.
And is it Chris?
On a Saturday in Old Town, when the beer festival ends at 5, I find it hard to believe you're going to be driving anywhere. Probably walk someplace.
Right. Well, and at least, listen, if you're, I know Ubers and Lyfts. I mean, I tried to get one for the airport, and it was really expensive one time, like a couple months ago. It's been kind of weird in general. I think that kind of has been kind of off and on the last couple of years. It hasn't been as steady as it first was when it came out. Old Town, though, is kind of a hot spot for those kind of things anyways, right?
Right.
You have the spring training down there. People are going down there on the Friday anyways and Saturdays. They're going down there to drink. There are going to be people that are going to be, at least that will be doing Uber and rideshare down there. They'll be around because they know that's where everybody's going, right?
Absolutely.
So, having a dedicated spot is great, but I don't think you're going to need to coordinate that out, at least with the breweries.
And is there light rail access close out there? Nope.
No.
No, it
doesn't go that far, right?
Doesn't go north. It goes through Tempe. Ed, are you from here? I thought you were a native.
Yeah, it's for the people who don't live
No,
here and
no.
don't listen to this,
all right.
this show religiously. And don't have the map tattooed on their back like you do, Chris, for the light rail.
I live in Scottsdale. I guess that makes sense.
No, it's a genuine question because a light rail has a weird path that it runs. You would think it would be a mainstream mode of transportation, but like you said earlier, Arizona's so spread out. There is no concentration of even where people work, where people kind of go. You have downtown Mesa, you have downtown Gilbert, you have Old Town. Even this location here is kind of off of popular place. What is that? The Papago complex isn't there anymore.
Right next to us.
Yeah. That hole in the ground.
This whole place over there. No,
They're building a new complex. It's going to be gorgeous. I've seen the plans. It's going to be beautiful.
It's mixed space is what I hear, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be mixed, right?
Yeah.
Will you be able to see it from the rooftop patio?
Well, you can get up on the roof and see it, but there won't be a patio.
And then as soon as you get
spiral
down,
staircase,
the Scottsdale police will be here to greet you as you get down from the roof.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what makes things like this difficult. It's like trying to get people in an area to drink in Arizona is a big challenge for a lot of people because transportation, everybody in Arizona has to drive.
Yeah, nobody's walking.
Yeah.
Nobody's walking anywhere.
You can't walk anywhere in Arizona, especially in August.
Yep.
Even, sometimes even in November, you can't walk anywhere in Arizona. So, the logistics do play a big factor in taking a risk and putting on a beer event like this. Like, are people going to come out there? That's what the guild's kind of suffering through right now. It's like the biggest thing people had was that the light rail ran out to the beer festival and now it doesn't. And people are upset about it. And it's like, well, the light rail isn't really that old and people have been drinking beer a lot longer than that. So
right. They'll figure it out, I think. I think people figure it out. Old Town's place to drink.
Yeah.
Old
Old Town figured it out quite a while.
That's one of the reasons why we jumped on an opportunity to partner with the Clayton House. Is that it's right there. It's surrounded by bars and restaurants. And that's why I said, I think, at 5 o'clock when it ends, people are going to have a lot of options.
Yeah, they're going to disperse
within 100 yards of there.
They're going to go to they're going to go to dinners. They're going to go to other brewery. And they go to Goldwater if they really want to.
Right.
There's lots of places down there they go eat and get some stuff. ATL Wings is down there, Ed. I don't know if you played in that place. It's delicious.
Yeah, it's right across the street from Coldwater.
I know.
You go to the Brat House.
Yeah, Brat House. They got good stuff down there. So, it's really cool like that. So, listen, at Strong Beer Fest, we were entertained by unannounced gunfights. And there was
they were staged. They were not real bullets.
They weren't real. They were staged, I should say. Yeah, sorry. They were like the Tombstone style shoot 'em ups that are just randomly happening throughout the day. And then there was a wrestling rink.
There's wrestling. There's a flyover.
Yeah, it was a flyover. My point is, how are you going to entertain us, Dave? This is the thing: is how are you going to entertain us at this beer festival? Because I can't just drink beer and talk to people. That seems crazy. Is there any entertainment going on?
There is some bands. I don't think the names have been released quite yet, but we do have some bands lined up, so there'll be some live music.
Okay, very nice.
Juggling.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. It's the only entertaining thing I could think of in addition to bands. So
I'm like, somebody will be juggling there.
Somebody will be juggling sour beers.
Somebody's always juggling their cup by the end of the night.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, if you've been to a beer festival, you see people juggling all over the place. Just falling, tumbling. There's be like tumbling gymnastics acts going on.
Yes.
So that's the expensive question. Are we getting plastic cups or real cups or real glassware?
Real glassware. It'll be festival glassware.
Oh, dang. Woo.
That'll sell a couple tickets right there. People love a good
Commemorative glass.
Yeah.
Dude,
glass.
I have
A first.
So, like, we talk about this all the time. So, I went to the Strong Beer Fest. They had it in downtown Mesa at the amphitheater there. And this was like, they first started doing it, right? It was like 3 or 4. And if you've ever been to the Mesa amphitheater, it's outdoors and it's got concrete steps for like seating, right? And then the stage, and then there's like another. But they gave glassware. It was glassware, and it was outdoors, and there was concrete everywhere. And let me tell you what, every time somebody would drop a glass and it would shatter, everybody knew it because everybody in the car was like, no. It was like the funniest thing because everybody just like you just reaction of a cloud of people being very upset that somebody just broke a glass at an outdoor festival. So if you have one of those, it's actually, like you said, it's like commemorative. You're like, I made it through this beer fest drinking, and I have my glassware still. So I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Put it on your desk.
Yeah, it's a badge of honor. I guess how it works out.
And it's 100 times better than the condiment cups that Untapped had to use that one year.
Yeah, that's I don't. So you're not knowing about Beer Fest. So you know what Untapped is, I'm sure, because of the brewery, right? So they've the last like started to put on 3 different beer festivals.
Yeah, they're 0 for 3, I think, at this point.
They've been they finally got one through, and they didn't have enough cups for people.
Oh no!
So they basically got condiment cups. And they were serving
portion cups,
little portion,
2-ounce portion cups
to give to people.
That you get like
samples.
ketchup and ranch in.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
you're like, come on,
terrible.
Untapped. You're not. This is not good.
Terrible.
You should just stop. You should stop while you're ahead.
So back to the breweries, though, real quick. Are these breweries you have like relationships with, or were you cold calling? What was the structure for?
Did you show up to their place and like, hey, I can build your rooftop patio, or you can come to a beer festival?
Yeah, and your
This side.
ceviche.
Yeah, what you want to do?
This side.
I got plenty of clamato for your ceviche.
No, our event coordinator actually was with the guild for some time, and so had relationship and some contacts with them, and so she did the legwork. And it was from what I understand, within a couple of days was an easy sale. Get them on board.
Yeah, and it seems like a good diverse group of breweries.
Right.
Good spread, since we're talking about the spread of Arizona. I mean, Tucson's on there. Northern Arizona's on there. Scottsdale, obviously, because it's there. Mesa. So it kind of offers a little bit from what
All the
Arizona
valley.
has to do. Yeah.
And all the state, too, technically, I guess, because you said Tucson flag. Who else in there for flag?
Well, Northern Arizona.
Grand Canyon.
Yeah. They're not technically from Flagstaff,
I mean-
but they have a tap room in Flagstaff.
Williams. Yeah, Williams and Flagstaff. Right? Is that Williams over there? I don't know.
Yeah, Williams is like an hour and a half away from Flagstaff.
Yeah, it's close enough, Ed. I don't know where Eli was, so I mean, you're going to go into that.
Do you live here?
In Scottsdale, yeah, I don't know where anything else is.
Hey, the 3 things in Eloy.
yeah,
Listen, no one's mad that you didn't know where it was.
No, that's not a big deal.
So now you need to talk to Ranch Hand about maybe parachuting into the brew festival.
Oh,
See if they can
well,
get,
it's
like-
indoors. I don't think that's going to be much of a
They can land
surprise.
on the roof like they do it with Super Bowls and stuff. They have the guy
Patio
deliver
on the roof. We parachute on the roof.
Yeah, listen, guys. Wait, you're just going to stop everybody at the beer festival and be like, you guys hear that? Somebody just landed on the roof.
Yeah.
And like, no one's going to go outside and watch somebody parachute in.
Hey, they do it with the Super Bowl. They land the game ball with the parachuter. You could have like the first tap handle landed with the parachuter. See, I got ideas.
He's writing it down.
Yeah.
He's writing it down.
Saddle Mountain has
Talk
their
about the
whole-
entertainment.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Wow.
Saddle Mountain had that squadron fly over, have them drop somebody out of a plane and deliver some tap handles, right?
Nice.
That'll be for our beer festival. You can't have that.
So, so besides the limited edition badge of honor glassware we're going to get, what else is going to be at the? Is there going to be vendors there selling stuff? Like, I mean, Ed loves a good tin tack is what they
Yeah,
call
I
it.
love a tin tacker.
Oh, tin tacks.
Yeah,
old
I
posters.
think
those kind of things.
I know we'll have some of our merch available. We do have one vendor. It's called the Dot and Dash Boutique,
Okay.
and it's a mobile vendor. It's kind of trendy, affordable clothing.
Okay.
And so that's our the vendor offsite vendor that's going to be there. So it's a cool opportunity. They do some really cool stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like going to the festivals and being like, oh, I need that shirt or I need this hat, and love some swag. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing sparks retail consumption like alcohol. Get a few beers in, and you're like, that shirt's awesome. I need 2 of them.
Impulse buys.
Yeah.
Galore. Very cool.
What else do you have about this beer festival, Chris? That
I don't know
you're
if that-
concerned with.
I don't know. There's a bunch. I don't know. Is there anything we're missing? Dave, what else we got on this thing?
No, I think the only thing we missed is that you could come in. I talked about the pricing at 45 and 65. You could come in and save. Come into either of our locations and save about $10 in taxes and fees.
Oh, really?
And a processing fee if you come in here and buy it instead of online.
Okay, so go either one of the Fate locations.
Either one of the Fate locations can get you a ticket.
Very nice. So
Yes.
the one in Tempe, the one in Scottsdale.
Yeah. On Tempe's on Southern, in between Rural and Mill, and then here we are, Scottsdale and McDowell Road.
This is my home base. Sorry, Ed.
Yeah,
You're amazing.
you're not going to Tempe.
I'm not going to Tempe. I'll come to this one.
That's too
Tempe
far.
location is really cool. Have you been?
I have. We have. We were just there last Friday.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of that upstairs bar and how it's a loft and looks over the restaurant. And they've come a long way. So
It's a really cool. Yeah, it's a very cool location.
It is.
I like it a lot.
Right, and the guild's there.
Yeah, and
Right.
the guild's right there too.
Yeah.
So if you have any problems with the guild, just go next door, knock on the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Rob told us that if you ever want to talk to him and you see him, just interrupt him and just talk to him. That's what he said.
Never mind what he's doing.
He said he put it on his podcast and our podcast. I think he said that to do that. So
Perfect.
do it.
Yes.
People.
Knock on the door.
Yeah, just knock on the door, interrupt him. If not, it'll probably be Andrew in there. It probably won't be even Rob. You'll probably get Andrew.
Yeah.
Who's the nicest guy ever, by the way. That's super. I don't know if you're mad at Andrew.
I haven't.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
He's the nicest guy. So.
And I assume you can also buy tickets online.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And the website for that is
I believe you just go to thefatebrewing.com. And you can buy them there.
there's a link to the tickets
Yeah.
for the sour and sweet. Don't say sweet and sour, Chris.
I really want to say
and-
sweet and sour, by the way.
Right.
That's gonna be hard.
That's like a sauce you put on chicken.
I know, but that's so delicious.
This is beer.
I'm sure somebody's put it in beer.
Listen-
Somebody's put sweet and sour sauce in beer. Somebody's
they
had
have.
That's terrible.
Everything.
That should have been my
No
my-
sweet and sour in
my,
beer.
my ingredient.
Instead
I
of
would
maple?
never have. Yeah, instead of maple. No, I stand by my answer. Maple, sir. No.
Yeah, of the chances of everybody going to call this the Sweet and Sour Festival is really high at this
It
point.
is.
I'm going to call it that, and I know it's not called that, and I know it's just how it works.
Thanks.
So the problem is it's just so ingrained. It's like when you say like I'm going to Xerox this, and people are like, you make a copy, and you're like, no, I'm going to Xerox. That's what you call it, right? It just becomes it's like ingrained in your brain of what this thing is.
They did a good job branding.
Yeah, the branding's insane.
Yeah.
And so you're like, I don't know what to tell you, man. So
Sour and sweet. Sour and sweet.
Well, yeah, sour and sweet. We'll try to. I will make an effort to try to make sure I don't say it, so that way other people don't say it.
Yeah, because you still can't say Indian Steel Park. You
No.
can't keep Indian School Park.
Indian
A
School
lot of
Park.
people make that mistake, though.
Yeah.
The location of the Clayton House, Chris, what is it?
Old Town Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Listen, hold on. Google, take me to Clayton House in Old Town Scottsdale.
It is 3719 North 75th Street in Scottsdale.
I said, I'm pretty sure it's close over to where the library and the police station and stuff all is right.
Correct.
in the area right
Correct. Right there.
You're going to have people lost in Old Town looking,
there. No, not
going door to door. Do you know where the beer festival is?
Yeah, no, I think if you get within, a block or two of there, you're gonna be able to see it. There'll be parking and there'll be, people outside, but I don't know of any signage or anything in that capacity that's gonna help point people.
I'm sure the Clayton House knows how to advertise their location.
I'm sure they do.
Being a wedding
people
venue.
have been there before. I guess that is one thing. Parking. You said parking. Is there parking? So I don't know if was that part of the ticket pricing, or is it actually parking completely separate thing? You have to park in Old Town somewhere. Kind of situation.
Yeah, no, that's not part of the ticket pricing, but there is parking on site and then street parking.
Yeah,
everywhere,
every
every direction you go.
Right.
But so it's different than like when you say Old Town or you think about Goldwater or being on Scottsdale Road, like the parking right is limited. This is Old Town, but is far more in a residential capacity over there off of Fifth Street and Miller. So there's a lot of parking, street parking that's going to be available.
Yeah, as you go, what was that, east from Old Town, there's
Correct.
definitely a lot more parking over that way.
Right.
Everybody parks there and then walks. Actually went down to the was a parade down there. That's what we did. You just park by the courthouse, and then you walk over. Because you're like not going to park anywhere close to that. So
Right.
I'm excited.
I could tell by the excitement in your face and the statement you just said.
Light shining in my face.
I'm excited about this. No, we're excited. Listen, I'm super excited about this because this is something in my backyard and it's really close to me. And like we talked about earlier, I don't actually have to drive 1,000 miles to get there. I can literally just. I actually had a friend that does the golf cart stuff on the weekends for Old Town. Yeah. And he was like, "I'll drive you over there. You want me to drive you there?" I was like, "That might happen."
Perfect.
Listen, that's gonna happen. So
perfect.
You'll see our smiling mugs there at this beer festival.
We'll get you a media pass.
Yeah.
Could we get your friend to drive us around with our recording equipment?
I mean, yes, he probably will.
That'd be fun.
A gas or electric cart?
I think it's electric.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm excited. We'll see how it goes.
Yes.
But I'm excited. It's going to be great because it's right there.
Right.
I mean, like other people, listen, I know people on the west side are going to be really angry about this, but in Scottsdale, fine. Make one in Glendale. Who's out in Glendale? They can have a festival out there. They'll call it the Sweet and Sour Festival.
Yeah.
That's the west side one, and then the Sour and Sweet Festival is in Old Town.
And then to kind of finish up, do you have your team picked of who's going to be there as far as pouring beer and
from Fate?
Yes.
No, I mean we.
Are you gonna break a pool stick and be like,
no,
last one out? Just to go.
No.
It's gonna be a battle royale.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, our we'll keep our stores staffed up, and we're taking took volunteers. So if people want to work the festival for a couple hours, and so that list is constantly being generated right now. So we didn't go in hand pick. We're letting our team. If they're working here, they're really good at what they do. We're happy to have them, whether it was here at the store or at the beer festival. So that list is constantly being updated right now.
Yeah, because that has to be challenging, right? Running businesses while trying to put this on and kind of maintaining the quality that you want.
Right.
Because that might be the first place somebody has a Fate beer, and then you don't want this schlub sitting across from me volunteering and be like, I don't know, what beer did I get?
Yeah, no, we love our crew, super proud of them, and the crew that trains and helps us to duplicate as we hire new people. So if they're inside the four walls of our stores, then we're proud to have them, whether they're here or at a beer festival. So we work on that first impression type of thing. So you're absolutely right. If their first Fate beer is going to be at this beer festival, then I'm confident no matter who it is that volunteered, that they're going to have a good experience.
And you not being a fan, are you going to be there?
I'll be here running the store, running the helm.
He's got to get this place.
Wow, you don't even get time off to go to a beer festival.
Well, no. I've got to take care of this place first, and so I hope I get to sneak away for an hour and come over and check it out and shake some hands and see some people. But I'll be here for most of that day.
Yeah, because it's not too far from here, right?
Yeah, you can it's right down the road.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can literally come here, find out about the beer festival, buy a ticket, and go.
Absolutely.
I'm assuming day of sales will still be going, right?
Absolutely. We're not going to stop selling tickets.
Very cool. Anything else coming up besides opening, right, in Phoenix?
Yeah, we are building in Phoenix off of 7th Street, just like 2 blocks south of Camelback, 2 blocks south of Camelback. And that should be after the first of the year, maybe February, March 1st. We are going to celebrate 10 years. Fate's celebrating 10 years this November, which is a big milestone for business. So we're going to have one heck of a party here at our Scottsdale location. I'm really excited about that. And then we'll start looking into, the next year and see what we can't plan as we get back into season and spring training and patio weather.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yes.
Any special? Besides the anniversary beer, any other thing lined up for beer wise for the anniversary?
No, I'm Adam, our brewers, always doing something really cool back there.
Okay.
But the candy bar would be the next one that I have marked on my calendar.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
I can't wait.
Yeah, awesome. 10 years is nothing to scoff at, especially anybody who went to the original location in Scottsdale. Is probably the whole facility was the size of the room we're sitting in now.
Yeah,
including brewing equipment.
Right, yeah, 1,300 square feet or something. So it was a 12-person bar top and 10 tables. So to see a couple 10,000-foot breweries, thriving is a really cool thing to be a part of.
Yeah, we're sitting in a room with probably more barrels of beer than that place could hold in a brewing day.
Yeah, or make for that matter in a month. Every one of these barrels is 53 gallons. So, and they're all actively aging stouts right now.
So for those who don't know, what room are we in?
We're in our private barrel room, which is a private dining option available to guests here, and is set up for 40 people right now, but we could do 50, 55, 60 in here. So we do a lot of, corporate meetings and things of that nature during the lunch hour, and then anything from baby shower to weddings, after parties or rehearsal dinners. We do, people rent it out and watch the Super Bowl, so that instead of hosting at their house, they come here and we take care of the wings and
that's
beer.
a really good idea.
75-inch Samsung on the TV or on the wall over there. So, it's a beautiful room. We're happy to have it.
Do people do fantasy football drafts in here and stuff? Too?
Yeah,
Sure.
We've had drafts in here in the years past.
That's not where I expected you to go with that.
Sorry,
I was expecting you to ask, do people host Dungeons and Dragons games
that could be in here too. Do you do that in here? Because I could come in and do that as well.
I mean, we're open to hosting whatever it is.
You nerd freak.
So somebody, not me, my friend, wanted to reserve this room. How would they do that?
You could reach out to our events team, events@fatebrewing.com.
Okay.
And they'd be more than happy to go over all the different options and catering options. We try to cater it if it's a party more than of more than 20.
Okay.
And so they have all that stuff and really have streamlined that process. Is one of the things that we've been focusing on this year. So events@fatebrewing.com is how you can get in touch with them.
And I see the sign that says "Don't touch" because you mentioned this is active beer. So do you have like a babysitter in here that's just monitoring people getting all touchy with the barrels?
Actually, believe it or not, the sign actually works. If somebody sits down a hot plate in front of you and says, "Don't touch the plate," it's hot. Like the first instinct is to touch the plate, but nobody touches the barrels. The sign works. I think that with the stouts, you can see that it seeps through a little bit, and it looks a little sticky. I don't know if maybe that plays into people keeping their hands off. Yeah, a little deterrent. But yeah, no, people. We have Buffalo Trace and High West barrels in here, and so. Nobody touches them. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's also kind of risky too because it only takes that one.
Right.
Let me open this thing up.
You come in here and somebody's licking the barrel. You're like, what are you doing in here?
Yeah.
You're like, stop doing that. I'm trying to find the list
of Dungeons and Dragons characters.
No, I have those. That's easy.
You're like, I can read those from memory.
Yeah, I can recite those.
The list of what?
Patron supporters. That
Oh,
the people that actually help support the show. You know those people.
Sweet, I do. Let's see.
No, hold on. We got to talk.
I know that.
Okay, all right.
I'm going more information into this room.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So you said people can book this. What hours are they is it available for?
This room's available anytime the brewery's open. So we open at 11 daily, and we close at 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and midnight on Fridays and Saturdays. So this room's available. If we're open, it's available. We have opened a couple times, early to do like soccer viewing parties, right? Soccer games starting at 7 a.m. or something. So we've had that a couple times. It's not a huge request, but we'll do it. And so because I have kitchen crew and staff here that, at 6 and 7 o'clock most days.
And is there a equivalent at the other location?
The other location would be the upstairs bar at Tempe. I do have a private dining room going into the new location in Phoenix. It's going to be a little bigger than this, so we're excited about that. And it won't have the barrels in here either, so that'll create some space. But the Tempe would be the upstairs bar, which is like, for purposes of the conversation, built for like 100 people.
Oh wow!
So
I never realized it was that big. Like I knew it was there, but it kind of deceiving.
Yeah. Well, and we host, 70, 80, maybe upwards of 100 and we swing this big barn door open and use the space in between here and the brewery. So if we had a group that wanted to do an 80-person party, then we'd be more than capable of taking care of them. They just wouldn't be all right here in this room.
So, nice.
And do you guys offer brewery tours?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We like to get them scheduled, but 9 times out of 10, if you come in and you say, hey, we'd like to tour the brewery, we're ready for you.
Sweet, because I know a lot of people are kind of, with the pandemic and all that, kind of put an end to that or really scaled it back. So I think it's coming back. So it's good to see that people are still willing and able to cater to, because people, I mean, if you've seen one brewery, you've seen them all, but it's still kind of cool to see the layouts are always different and they're always kind of unique in some way.
Yeah.
So
we don't always take them knee deep into the chemistry set back there, but depending on whether or not the brewers are here, right? If they're cleaning or or transferring or kegging off beer, and then that makes it a little tougher. So that 7 to 3 Monday through Friday time frame sometimes can be tough. But we do everything we can to say yes. I'm in the business of saying yes. So if you come in, you want a tour, I'm going to make it happen.
Very cool. I like it. And that's the thing is, like, I remember going to like California breweries and being like, let's go to a brewery tour. And you see, like you said, you see one, you've seen kind of all of them, but it's really cool to see, behind the scenes at some of your favorite places to go. So, I mean, I think that people kind of miss out that locally as well. Like, we live here, we can go to like a brewery and be like, what's going on back here? I love this place. What are you guys doing over here?
Yeah, go see where the candy bar milk stout's made.
See where your hamburger's made? It's different. It's a different story. It's a completely different story. Nobody wants to see that, but I want to see like candy bar milk stout's made. So, Dave, where can people go find like information in the future, figure out like where to find more stuff about you guys? Like, what's the best place to do it? Is it going to be website? Is it going to be Instagram? And what are those links?
Yeah, both website and social media are would be good places to find that. The website is probably the most accurate. You're going to find anytime if we launch a new beer, it's on there that day. We try to keep that very updated. So if I sell out of the white ale or the false promises, it comes off the website that day.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So oftentimes we hear from people, we came all the way for this beer, and so it's
on the website.
It's on the website, and we do our very best to keep that updated. So in real time.
Okay.
So within a couple hours of selling out of a beer, then it hits that website. It's always going to be accurate. So that's the first place I would send anybody. And there's links on the website then that get you to any of the social media formats.
And that's what it is fate.com. Are we actually at fate.com days now? Or are we actually, because I remember there was a time that we don't want to talk about at this point that it was not fate.com, but it is fate.com now, right?
FateBrewing.com.
FateBrewing.com?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Because at one point, it was not FateBrewing.com that you could have to go to.
No dot beer, though.
No dot beer. Oh, man, yeah. Listen, we learned this from the shop. They have the shop.beer, which is a great, instead of .com, it's .beer. We stole that. We have now we're the Hoppy Craftsman .beer. So anybody listening, if you want to listen, go see our website. It's the Hoppy Craftsman .beer. Jump on that.
Thank you. That's free advice.
Yeah, get on that. Just let you go through it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bill coming.
It's right here in this class.
I paid it 2-3 years.
Yeah, perfect. My consultation fee. That's fine.
Thank you.
Ed, besides the website, where else can people find us?
People can find us on Instagram. That's where we're most interactive at. Facebook as well as Twitter at the Hoppy Craftsman. And then, like you said, the hoppycraftsman.beer. And you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/hoppycraftsman.
Correct.
Because we are not safe for work.
No, we are
why
not.
the fuck that would be, but
Yeah, that's fucking weird. We're not. It's odd. They filter us out.
and all this stuff isn't free, even though people think you can listen to podcasts for free. It does cost money. And we have people who chip in to help pay for that. And who are those people, Chris?
Those are our patron supporters, Ed. They are the rest fucking people in the world. Those people are Riley Greenbaum, Zach Dominguez, Cena Gomez, oddly enough, Rob Fulmer, Anthony Barcamonte, and Jeff Johnson. So thank you for supporting us. We really appreciate you guys' support. Like I said, this isn't free. We have hosting and websites and all kinds of stuff to pay for. So every little bit helps. We appreciate it. If you want to go to it, I'd give you the website there, patreon.com/hoppycraftsman. We have lots of tiers. Even if you just want to like donate $1 or whatever, it's totally cool. Up from there, you get basically other rewards such as stickers, which we actually made new C&D stickers this year for our C&D line, which is kind of funny. We'll go into you, Dave, here. And then we actually have, we made glassware one year, which for all the patron supporters, which is kind of cool. So it's been a lot of fun. So if you want to do that, please do.
And then we get to come here and talk to people like Dave and
figure out what's going
screw
on.
around for an hour.
Yeah, we love it. It's a great time.
Well, thanks for those supporters.
Yeah,
Yep.
we appreciate it.
And thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. The only hour I'm going to sit down today.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Well, thank you. Hopefully you get away for the hour you said during the festival, and we'll see you there.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you. Bye.